What's going on, everybody? Here we are, another episode of Make the Right Play. As always, we got the coach on my left here. We got your buoy behind the camera, making everything work for us, making everything sound good, everything roll. Coach, what is going on? We are back live, thank goodness. After a couple weeks off here, we're back. We're ready to go.
Oh, my gosh. Last week, we had the stomach bug from hell.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was
bad.
so awful.
Yep.
So we couldn't even do the show.
We couldn't. Yeah, we were down bad. We were on the DL. I mean, we were throwing up. Just it was a total disaster.
It was a horrible experience.
And then the week before we had to record. We were having internet problems. We were having just issues all around. So,
but you know what? We're back live this week, and it's going to be a great episode.
Oh my gosh! Well, I mean, with all the things to talk about in the news, I mean, it's been freaking crazy town. It's been absolutely mayhem.
Well, you know what I want to talk about?
What do we want to talk about?
I went on an Axe retreat.
Oh,
and
this is good.
It was just so wonderful.
Time out really quick.
Yes.
Coach, I can't hear myself talk in my headset. I can't hear anything. I got no sound in my my headset here.
All right.
I'm worried that I can't.
Can you
hear
me?
A little bit? Can you turn it up a little more? I hear it a little bit better now. On the yellow. Yeah, there we go. Now I can really hear it. Jesus
okay.
Christ.
So now
all right, I'm ready.
Ear out.
I'm ready. Now I'm ready to go. I get worried sometimes, and when I can't hear anything, I need to be able to hear. Okay. Anyway, so Coach, tell us about your Axe retreat. It was a big weekend.
Yes, it was a fantastic weekend. And the one thing that I learned is that I have to start working on giving overwhelming love and not fight people so much.
All right, well, so this is the last episode of this show. This show will never air again. That was it. So you just heard it here first. We're done here. We're in the wrong place.
I know it's a little tough, but what are you gonna do?
Coach,
that's one thing that I learned.
It's not gonna work. No, we can't hug people to death.
Well, let's see what happens.
Oh,
I'm gonna try it out today.
Go.
Let's see if it works.
It's gonna be a disaster.
Oh gosh, come on.
All right.
Well, anyway, Carlos, I know you were very excited too about Ovechkin passing Wayne Gretzky's.
No. I mean, it was just very exciting as a hockey player and somebody who's enjoyed it. It's, Gretzky's record forever was untouchable. Everybody thought, there was no way anybody's going to score that many goals ever again. He's the greatest player to ever do it. Still is. I mean, that was just something that was pretty remarkable, I would say.
My husband swears that the goaltender let it in.
No way.
It looked like a
crazy.
bullet to me.
Yeah,
it looked like a bullet. I
it.
was like, wow, that's amazing. But my husband's like, he let it in. He let it in.
Yeah, he ripped it. That was classic Ovechkin goal. He scored so many of his goals from the top of the circle. Like, he's just a legend. He's a legend in the game, and it was clear as day that it was another legendary thing.
It's very hard for people to believe anything now because so many things are fixed. So many people are always trying to get over on everything.
Yeah,
so
I would agree.
I think it's really hard.
Yeah.
For people to believe stuff.
Well, I mean, how can you believe anything? I mean, 1 minute your thing is one thing, and then another thing happens, and the president is really a man or a woman instead of a man. Well, you have crazy things going on in this world.
I do want to mention that Marie Le Pen was arrested for embezzling, and she can no longer run for president of France anymore.
Yeah,
she was
pretty big news.
Like, she was really a front runner. But I have to talk about this, and this is something because we missed the last week. But did you know that Candace Owens did a whole special on Macron's wife called "Becoming Brigitte"?
Candace Owens. One thing about Candace Owens, Coach,
she is a Karen. She's from Connecticut, so she is a bit of a Karen.
She's got to get a life. You got to get a life, man.
She's going to have a fourth baby. I think she has a life.
Like, you're just sitting around all day. Oh, but this person's really a woman. It's like, holy shit.
She
got to get a life a little bit,
that Emmanuel Macron's wife is a tranny. That she was a man and became Brigitte Macron. Let's show the picture of that.
All right. Let's show the picture of that. So she became and this is that's 20. This is clip 20. So let's show clip 20 and show the picture here. Yeah, it's an image more so than a clip. But this is
no, not that. It was a picture
maybe
of the
21.
Woman.
Let's see 21.
Yes.
All right, so I guess it was so I got 20 and 21
That's all right.
mixed up here.
So that is Brigitte Macron, Emmanuel Macron's wife. And that is the picture that Candace Owens swears is Brigitte Macron before he transitioned into a woman. So that is the real Brigitte Macron as a man.
On the right.
on the right.
Okay.
And that he transitioned to a woman, and he actually groomed Emmanuel Macron when he was 14 years old. Macron was 14 years old. He was one of his drama students.
Right.
And the man was his teacher.
And the man was his teacher.
Yes.
And the teacher groomed him into becoming a woman.
Groomed him.
Right.
Groomed Emmanuel Macron. And
President of France.
Yes. And now let's show the picture Macron.
Okay, now with the book on grooming.
Right.
Okay, so now let's go back to 20. Let's circle back.
French presidential portrait of Emmanuel Macron.
Okay.
There's a book by André Gide, who is a French writer who admitted to having pedophile tendencies, and his book appears in the official presidential portrait. Like, how disgusting is that?
I mean, this
detail is far from trivial, and it raises a lot of questions about the cultural and moral influences surrounding this presidential couple. This guy is known for his autobiographical writings in which he claimed to have relationships with young boys between the ages of 10 and 13. And then Brigitte, who was a man, had a relationship with Macron, and they do admit that when she was 40, she had a relationship with him at 15 because it's illegal at 15. Yeah. But according to Candace Owens, it really started when he was 14. So I just find it interesting how, she's not getting her butt sued. Why isn't Candace Owens in a lawsuit right now for some serious slander if it wasn't true? I think it's actually true.
You think it's really true? It's...
Listen, these people are sick, and I think that the globalists are all compromised.
Can we circle back? Let me see that picture again. Let's go back to 20. Let's start at 21. Let me see this again. So which one is Macron?
No, that is Brigitte.
That's Brigitte.
That's Brigitte. As a man, and when she became a woman, that's his wife.
So that's his wife.
Right.
Okay.
So
Macron isn't a tranny.
I'm saying Brigitte is the tranny.
Brigitte is the tranny, the wife.
So the reason why they're able to control Emmanuel Macron, the globalist, and make him do things that they want is because they have the secret on the wife. That the wife is really a tranny.
That actually has a cock.
I don't know if the cock is still there. The cock could have been cut off. But the point is that used to be a male teacher who groomed Emmanuel Macron. And that's the reason why they chose him to become president of France.
Okay. They chose him because he was groomed.
Well, right. That's part of the whole thing. It's they kind of choose these world leaders that are compromised.
Right. I see
so
what
that
you're
way
saying.
they can control them. And that's what makes Donald Trump so dangerous.
All right.
They're running on 4 cylinders right now, trying to protect all their interests.
Yeah.
So they arrested Marie Le Pen.
Crazy town.
Right?
Yep.
So now she's unlikely to be able to run for president.
Right.
And we also reported about a month ago about how the Romanian presidential frontrunner, Kalin Georgescu, how he was arrested.
Right.
And he's been released, but he's under judicial control, and he's banned from speaking to the media or using social media to engage his supporters.
Wow, he can't even use social media?
He can't even use social media, the guy in Romania.
He can't go and make his own platform and then, completely abandon it after.
He can't do anything. And in Great Britain right now, they're arresting people who actually go on social media for their social media posts.
Yes, I do know that. Yep.
They're arresting 33 people a day.
Mm-hmm.
So what is democracy in the EU actually looking like right now? Honestly.
There is no democracy in the EU. But the EU is a joke. I can't, every time we talk about the EU, it's like, these guys are they're a bunch of clowns. They're a disgrace. The European Union is a disgrace. Through and through, it's just a bad organization. Whether it's economically, whether it's logistically, whether it's politically, it is just a complete, utter disaster of an organization. It really should be disbanded. It's really an absolute disgrace in any sense.
Well, I know that when we were in Italy, they aren't happy about being in the EU.
How could they be? Really? Do you know any country that's happy about being in the EU? Any of them? I can't
France?
name one. You know who's happy about it? Greece, because Greece is so bankrupt all the time that every country has to keep bailing them out because they don't work. Because they don't work. The Greeks are the fucking laziest people on the planet. They don't work, and everybody has to keep giving them money and bailing them out, bailing them out. So that they're the only people that are happy because it's we'll never have to work again because we're just a bunch of lazy assholes.
Well, this is what's going on in Europe right now, right? And then we know who's coming along now, and he's shaking things up on the world stage.
Who's shaking it up?
Donald Trump, who wants to make America great again.
He shakes it all right.
I know everybody's in a panic right now with the stock market and everything that's going on with the tariffs.
Dow Jones up 3,000 points.
This afternoon?
This afternoon, closed up 3,000 points.
That's amazing.
You're a little shitter if you're complaining, saying that you're worried about the stock market. You're an asshole.
Well, that other guy
Through
on
and through.
CNBC kept saying that we were going to have Black Monday and the whole economy was going to collapse.
Because they're fear mongers, and we've talked about this thousands of times. They are fear mongers. They're designed to make you worried, designed to make you afraid. I tell people all the time, I'm like, guys, this is the time. Get involved. Get involved. Go buy. Go buy. If you have a financial advisor that's telling you not to get in and start buying,
you would have made a lot of money
You should
today.
fucking fire that person. That person should be fired. You should be like, I can no longer have you as my financial advisor if you're saying Trump is the worst and we need to abandon the stock market and sell. Fire that person. It should be immediately. I have to let you go. I'm sorry, you're fired.
I wonder why you're saying that.
Instantly. Like like that person's an a-hole. Like this is the time. This is the time when American companies are going to shoot up because we are America first. So get in on the ground floor. Get on these American companies. Now is the time. It's like plain and simple, guys. It can't be more in your face than right now.
Well, why don't we show the video of why Trump says that he's doing this? The whole reason why he's willing to take these risks.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's show it. Clip 14. 14.
I'm proud to be the president for the workers, not the outsourcers. The president who stands up for Main Street, not Wall Street, who protects the middle class, not the political class, and who defends America, not trade cheaters all over the globe. They're trade cheaters. They cheated on us. They cheated with tariffs on us. They stole our money. They stole our jobs.
They stole our money. They stole our jobs. That's perfectly said.
I mean, it's disgusting what's happened to this country. Why don't we show the video of the Rust Belt? Just so that people can get an idea of how bad some parts of the country are really suffering.
Some parts of the United States.
Our country.
Yeah. All right. Let's show 19.
So how can you be okay with that?
Yeah,
How could any American be okay with seeing a city now being completely deteriorated? And it's not just there. My brother, when he got married in Detroit, Michigan. We were on this like 5-lane highway, and there was maybe 3 or 4 cars on it with
Michigan
us. It was like a ghost town, half of that place.
Yeah, Detroit, Michigan is like purest through and through. Talk about a destroyed city. And it shouldn't be a destroyed city. It shouldn't. You have Ford right there. Like it should be one of the pop-in cities. And I hope that it does come back. And I could see it coming back. Like I could see in the future it turning around for Detroit.
Well, Carlos, years ago, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie, Obama, they all agreed with Donald Trump. They all said that we should have reciprocal tariffs and we were going to save the American economy.
I actually have a video of Obama saying that we should do reciprocal tariffs.
Do you want to show that?
We might as well. I mean, we're talking about it. I think we should throw it in there. Let's go. Clip 6. Because he was said it himself.
When it comes to the international system of commerce and trade, it's legitimate for poorer countries to continue to seek access to wealthier markets. And by the way, wealthier markets, that's not the big problem that you're having. A small African country is sending you tea and flowers. That's not your biggest economic challenge. It's also proper for advanced economies like the United States to insist on reciprocity from nations like China that are no longer solely poor countries, to make sure that they're providing access to their markets and that they stop taking intellectual property and hacking our servers.
All right. But what video I really want to show is Ross Perot back in the 1990s warning Americans what these globalists like the Bushes, like Bill Clinton, why their policies were not working. So let's show Ross Perot because this is a blast from the past.
This is a blast from the past. Let's go clip 1.
Remember that giant sucking sound?
We have got to stop sending jobs overseas. To those of you in the audience who are business people, pretty simple. If you're paying $12, $13, $14 an hour for factory workers, and you can move your factory south of the border, pay $1 an hour for labor, have no health care, that's the most expensive single element in making a car, have no environmental controls, no pollution controls, and no retirement, and you don't care about anything but making money, there will be a giant sucking sound going south.
They called Ross Perot crazy, but after 30 years, they call him right.
That's right. 30 years later, he's 100%
I mean,
right.
it's disgusting what's been happening to this country.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump ran on this. It's not like this was a big secret. He kept talking about tariffs. He was like, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff. And when I become president, we're putting in tariffs. And he told everyone. So this is what the American people voted for, okay? We want to bring jobs back. And they are trying to lie to us and say Trump is going to destroy the country. Trump is ruining everything. And it's so frustrating. Because we've known this since 1992. That's over 30 years ago. Over 30 years ago, Ross Perot was ringing the alarm saying we need to do something about it. Nancy Pelosi spoke about it. Chuck Schumer, Bernie Sanders, Obama talked about it. So why are people acting as if this is such a crazy thing that Donald Trump is doing?
Because
so
that's
you know
what the
what we
media
need to
told
do?
them.
We need to show how great China has been doing with these policies.
Right.
Let's show
But the
China
policies
right
of the past.
now.
Yeah, let's show them. Let's go. Clip 18.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shanghai. Step into China's world of advanced transportation and stunning architecture. Join me as we explore Shanghai's vibrant cityscape under the evening lights.
Wake up, people. Wake up, okay? Back. You know what I remember about China when I was growing up? Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
Okay? I remember a guy standing in front of a tank and getting run over.
Yep.
Okay? That's what was happening in China. But guess what? They sold us out, and now they're eating our lunch. We don't have jobs, and they're making their country
Giant,
beautiful
cities.
while we're in the dumps. And that's why Trump has had it. And you know what else? He's still pissed off about COVID. He is still mad about COVID. I am completely convinced of it.
Yeah.
He wants his revenge about COVID, the China virus.
Yeah.
The China virus. And they better not come out with any new virus in Wuhan now that Trump is going after them with the tariffs. That's all I'm saying, Carlos.
Oh, you know they'll try to figure out anything because they're going to bury him in China. People don't understand. Like, the Chinese are going to get buried by these tariffs. And you want to know why they're going to get buried? Because they're exporters. So you can put whatever, tariff you want on our goods. Only 5% of our goods go to China. So whatever, we'll pay it. We don't care. But all of Chinese goods, where do they all go? They all go to one place.
Yeah.
And it's the United States. So when we put 125, and then it's going to go up, because then the next step is going to be, you know what? How about this? 200%. How about this? 300%. It's coming, guys. And the Chinese are going to get buried. They are going to eat their humble pie to the max if they think they're going to get away with not going to the table. That's what's coming.
Well, the yuan just fell to the lowest level to the U.S. dollar since 2023, and it's only going to go further as China is forced to depreciate their currency in order to keep market share, okay?
Yep.
China's paying for the tariffs.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to. And we are importing that deflation now. China is suffering.
Tim, what are we saying that makes us a couple of clowns? What do you think it is, Tim? Is just hearing what's actually going on and the truth is that what is setting you off a little bit? Is it because we're not sitting next to Wolf Blitzer?
Tim to have to listen to the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Truth hurts, Tim.
The 90-day pause on the other countries boosted the market, and China walked right into Trump's trap.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, let's show Trump's Truth Social.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tim will appreciate it.
Yeah, let's show clip 20. Let's show the image on 22 here. And this is Trump's Truth Social post this afternoon. Introducing the 125% tariff.
Do you want to read it? Or do you want
me to read it?
Yeah, well, we'll post it, but let's read it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, see, so based on the lack of respect that China has shown to the world's markets, I'm hereby raising the tariff charged to China by the United States of America to 125%, effective immediately. At some point, hopefully in the near future, China will realize that in the days of ripping off the USA and other countries are no longer sustainable or acceptable.
Conversely, and based on the fact that more than 75 countries have called representatives of the United States, including the Department of Commerce, Treasury, and the U.S. Treasury, to negotiate a solution to the subjects being discussed relative to trade barriers, tariffs, currency manipulation, and non-monetary tariffs, and that these countries have not, at my strong suggestion, retaliated in any way, shape, or form against the United States. I have authorized a 90-day pause and a substantially lowered reciprocal tariff during this period of 10%, also effective immediately. Thank you for your attention in this matter.
There it is. There
it is, baby.
Here it is. People are living it up.
And you know, it's
People are
sad for
enjoying
people
it.
like Tim Murphy because the Democrats are going to hate this because it's good news for America.
People are going to have success.
Good news for America. America's supposed to be in the dumps. America's supposed to be ruined right now.
That's right.
Donald Trump was going to ruin America. And you know, let's show the lady on Fox News saying how the Democrats knew this was going to be good for America, but of course they try to gaslight you.
All right, let's show clip 25.
The reason the Democrats are so flummoxed is not because they don't understand why President Trump put these tariffs on. It's because they 100% understand why he put the tariffs on. They just cannot imagine having this kind of courage and a heart for the American working class in the way that the president does. There's one other group that's feeling as angry as the Democrats are, and it's Wall Street. Because Wall Street, of course,
Wall
is
Street's
now
not happy.
a Democrat backer.
Yes.
The rage that you see on Wall Street, what they are trying to do here is they are shorting the president's agenda because Wall Street thinks after 60 years of being utterly catered to, that they control this country and that they should control the president and all of our elected officials. And of course, they think that because that has been the case for so long.
Listen, the liberals, they clearly hate this country.
Yeah. No, they do. They hate people having success because then that means you don't have to rely on the government. That's what the Democrats, they want you to have to fully rely on the government and the government's well-being and the government's, being able to give you the things that you need in life. They don't want you to have success, individual success. They don't want people to have success and make money. That's not in their cards. They don't want that.
You know what I believe, honestly? I think that the liberals continue to bully the people in this country. And I honestly believe if they had a true poll, about 70% of Americans right now agree with what Donald Trump is doing. But they're afraid to say so, especially in liberal propaganda cities, because of the liberal hate and their erratic behavior. I mean, think about it, Carlos, you can't even drive a Tesla now. People bought Tesla cars because they thought they were doing something good for the environment, and now they're getting their cars keyed, they're getting called Nazis. I mean, the liberals love to bully people.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They try to bully and intimidate people, and unless you go along with what they say, they're gonna make your lives miserable.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, you can't even be a conservative in Connecticut right now. Every time, they report anything, like on Facebook, you look down and it's like, if one person defends Donald Trump, they're like, move out of Connecticut. Go move to MAGA country. Like, they don't even want to hear a different point of view.
Well.
And that's the only way that you're going to make this country great. You have to listen to different points of views and take the best ideas.
Yeah. But I mean, one of the parties just doesn't have any good ideas.
Well,
so
they
it's tough
don't.
to, it's tough to use the best ideas from both sides when one side is just like, we're just going to be communist.
Well, if they were being honest, they could say, you know what, we agree with the tariffs. Let's come up with a plan to have the best tariff policy, Trump, because we've been saying this since the 90s.
Yeah.
But they just have to be against everything that Trump says, including the kid with cancer. Remember how they couldn't even clap for him?
Couldn't even clap for the kid with cancer.
They have to be against everything.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the whole situation so sad.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Even the people in New York, they're getting sick of the protesters. You should see what they were dropping on some of the protesters the other day.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let's show it. Let's see. This was really unbelievable. Clip 4.
Dog poop.
Just straight dog shit falling from the sky. Look at that.
Look at that.
Poop. They're screaming, poop. It's coming. Like, it's just, oh, God. It's really just unbelievable sometimes, I have to say.
And when you look at the majority of the protesters, they're all old.
Yeah. They're all old, and they're all, sad to say it, old women, pretty much. It's like 90% old women.
The old
just
women.
Like old, like 60, 70-year-old bags, like just walking around talking about women's reproductive rights.
Now, why do you think it's mostly the old women?
I don't know. Maybe they just don't have anything better to do. I don't know.
I don't agree with that. I think a lot of the old people honestly set themselves up to have the government take care of them. I mean, a lot of these old women, maybe they don't have kids.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of women that are no, that's not true. I don't know. It's just, I think that they were raised in a generation, and that is just their upbringing, that they're all just these crazy, like, liberal, wild women.
I don't know. A lot of those old people were raised by the greatest generation. They were raised by the World War II generation.
Yeah, and look how it turned out. We had to shut down the whole country because it's all about them.
They are the most
It's
selfish.
all about them. They're the
really
most selfish pieces of shit. The baby boomers are selfish assholes to the point where we had to shut an entire country down because they were so worried about their health, not the well-being of everybody else and the success of the nation. It was all about them. We needed to shut down to protect them, the 80 and above.
Yeah.
Like, that's like ridiculous. Like, they're not good people. And who do they support? Well, it's clear as day. What's up?
Well, there are also a lot of paid protesters who are going to these hands-off rallies.
Yes, tons of paid protesters, absolutely.
I mean, if you go to Google and just Google job, paid protester, you will see, indeed, all these opportunities to get paid. I mean, Tim, you should go try to get a job there.
Yeah,
being a paid protester. I'm sure you're not better for much more.
Yeah, Tim would fit right in with these guys. I mean, we got to show some of these paid protesters. Let's take a look at this in clip 15.
Gave me the sign. It's a free sign.
Oh, someone gave you the sign, and then they gave you the handout. So are you reading it now to try to answer the question?
Yeah, but I mean...
Can I see that? Can you hold that up?
I'm just
curious.
You can have it.
I can have it?
Yeah, you can have it.
Alrighty. So where did you get the sign?
All the way in the gatekeeper's house.
Okay.
Yeah,
the gatekeeper's house.
Just because I saw people were hanging out.
Where did you get the sign? At the gatekeeper's house.
Who do you think is paying for these protesters? They all say
George Soros. That's what I'm going to say. George Soros.
China is paying for these protesters.
China?
I think
Is it because the kid was Chinese? Is that what you're saying, Coach?
Maybe.
What are you trying to say? Is it because he's a Chinese kid? And then you're like, oh, it must be the Chinese paying the Chinese.
I honestly believe
keep it in the family,
The Chinese specialize in propaganda. That's what the communists do.
That's what the communists do.
Listen, why don't you show the video of China as soon as Trump introduced the tariffs? You got to show the video of China make America great again.
Oh my gosh, this was unbelievable. All right, let's go clip 2. This was something else.
That's the whale. It's like they think all Americans are fat and ugly. This guy's like Fat Albert. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then this is just weird. Make America great again.
Can I just say something too? you know, and this was brought up to me by somebody I was speaking to at work. You know, why is it so negatively looked at of people, you know, working in the factory?
It used to not be that way.
They're looking at it as if it's like, you know, you're just this piece of trash. Like he was talking about how his parents worked in the factory when he was young, and that's how they made their living, and they lived, you know, they ended up living a great life. You know, like both their parents were working hard. Like, it's just, you know, I hate that. It's like, oh, you know, fuck that. You're a piece of shit for working in the factory.
I feel that there's so many Americans out there who would love to have a factory job. They don't have to use their brain.
I don't see it.
They can go to work. They get benefits.
Yeah.
They can go home, watch a ball game, go grab a beer, and have a life where they could support their family.
Yeah.
And I feel that was the norm for so many years. And that's when America was at its greatest. So I don't have to, but you know what it is? It's the elitist attitude.
Yeah.
It's the people who go to Yale and Harvard and all the white elite liberals who want to tell you working in a factory is not good enough for you.
Yeah.
You don't want to be somebody working in a factory.
Yep.
No, that's a horrible job.
Right.
That's something we want to ship over to China. We don't want to do that here. You don't want a job like that. You want to go to college. Maybe people don't want to necessarily go to college.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. And the thing is some people just want a happy, simple life. And there is nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But nothing makes people happier than being able to support their families, being able to put food on the table, maybe having money to go on a vacation.
Yeah.
You know, not being inundated with medical bills because you have good insurance.
Yeah.
Having a pension so you can retire and have a good life. There's nothing wrong with that, but the liberal elite will convince you that that's a loser mentality.
Yeah.
Because they're telling you how to think about everything. Honestly.
Well, I mean, they'll tell you it's a losing mentality, but at the same time, they'll tell people, you know, oh, just stay at home, stay on the couch. The government will take care of you. We'll give you stimulus checks. We'll give you, you know, resources to just sit on the couch and do nothing.
I don't know.
The government will take care of you. What do you mean you don't know about that? It's fucking plain as day. It's in everybody's face.
No, I don't agree with you there.
What do you mean? Why? What don't you agree with?
I don't hear liberals saying just go sit on the couch.
They said it for 3 years during COVID.
Well, yeah,
stay
because
at home.
that was the lockdown.
No, but they will do everything in their power to keep people under their thumb.
Carlos,
That's 100% truth.
They all said that they want everybody to go to
truth.
college. And why? Because then everybody goes into severe debt when they go into college. Let's be honest. I mean, they have really ruined this country with their fake sense of reality and the higher education. I honestly believe that there's so many debt slaves in this country because of higher education. The whole time you go to school, they're always trying to convince you got to go to college, you got to go to college. And what does that do? That creates a huge debt. For a lot of people, not every state is like Florida. Right? Which states are like Florida?
None.
I mean, you know, we write a check.
There's not a lot of states like Florida, but there are a lot of affordable schools. It's not like
where?
all the schools.
In Connecticut, UConn costs like $65,000 a year.
That's a state school, but you can go to
That's
Southern. You can go to Southern for a cheap price.
Well, how much is Southern? I bet you it's still more than FSU.
I don't know. Well, FSU was only cheap because Presley made it cheap.
No, it's cheap because here in Florida, they make education affordable. You know, I'm sorry, but they really have turned the younger generation into a bunch of debt slaves. I know so many millennials, and they both are working, and they couldn't even afford a nice car because all their money was going towards student loans. And it was awful. And a lot of them didn't go to highfalutin schools.
Yeah.
They weren't going to any place that was like, you know, overly fancy.
Right. No, I guess you're right. I don't know. I get the vibe. They enjoyed, you know, getting people to not have ambition to be better.
Well, I do think that they enjoy people being dependent on the government because then they can control them. And I think they like control. But if you have people in a lot of debt, you can control them as well.
Right. But you also, when you go to universities, you do have an opportunity to get yourself in better positions where you'll have more success.
Half the people who go to universities get nothing but indoctrinated. Okay?
Well, yeah, they do get indoctrinated.
I mean,
yes, but that's a result of the public school system. There's no better indoctrination than that. You're more indoctrinated in the public school system than you are in college.
I think the higher the education, the higher level of indoctrination that happens. That's what I believe, because I know a lot of people who go off to school and they come back and it's like they had a lobotomy.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
I mean, let's be honest. Yeah. But listen, Trump has guts.
Yeah.
Let's
He does.
show the
He
video
does.
of Trump today after the yuan. Just
All right,
depreciated.
let's show 23.
That's really nice. I appreciate that question. No, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, everybody knew you had to do it, but they never had the guts to do it. It does take guts. It even takes guts for our country to go through it. That's why I say be cool. They were saying about, see, just be cool. It's going to work out. It's going to work out, and it's working out. I can tell you, working out maybe faster than I thought. But I said it's going to take a little conditioning. It's a transition to. It's really, I think, it's a transition to greatness. It's going to be greatness.
And
It is a transition to greatness.
I had an insane liberal explaining to me that Trump's plan was really to tank the stock market because all the billionaires wanted the stock market to completely tank so they could buy real low. And then I'm like, these people
billionaires
really,
are gonna do
I'm
that?
telling you, this person really believed everything they were saying.
They
That
probably did.
The
They honestly
whole
probably did.
plan was to tank the stock market. Like, nobody wants to see what's right in front of them. This country has severe financial, economic problems, and Trump is actually trying to solve them.
Right. And you're 100% right. And honestly, guys, this is a course correcting moment in the history of the country. This is a course correcting moment. We are almost at $40 trillion in debt.
Yeah.
Like, we cannot continue to move down the path that we are going where we go further and further and further in bankruptcy. Like, we have to make a correction. It's time for us to make money. Let's lower that debt. There's only one way. They always talk about it, right? They talk about it on the news all the time. How are we going to lower the debt? How are we going to lower the debt? What are we going to do to get the economy better? They talk about it all the time. Here's Trump. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start charging people for our goods.
Do you know the
We're gonna
interest
start
on our
making people
debt
pay.
is higher than what we pay for our military?
Right.
That's how dangerous it was getting.
Yes.
And people just have no clue.
They have zero clue.
And how
They
many of
have
them
zero
college
clue.
educated and they have no clue? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, because they don't teach that. That's not like they never teach. I never in any of my college classes. I was in business school. Never once did they like go in and say, "Oh, we're gonna talk about the government debt and we're gonna talk about the interest and we're gonna talk." Like, they never talked about that stuff ever. Like, that's just something they just don't teach. They don't tell you what's actually going on. To your credit, they teach you the propagandist lies to make you think and behave and act and do certain things a certain way. That is the whole. That's what they do. And they started. They started in public school. They start upper middle school into high school and into college when you go.
Well, Carlos, I have to say, Gabriel was an expert at being able to regurgitate anything that the teacher taught him.
Nothing better.
So he was
no one
never
better.
taught how to think. He was always taught what
How
to
to
think,
think.
made sure that he wrote down everything that the teacher told him,
Yep.
and he would regurgitate it back on a test and get straight A's. And it was a strategy for him. He goes,
Yeah.
listen, they don't want me to think. They just want to know that I took everything that they told me in, and I have to regurgitate it right back to them.
Right.
And I get an A. But there are a lot of people who have different opinions, and if they say that, they'll end up getting a D or a C in college because
Yeah.
the professor doesn't want to hear a different train of thought. They really don't.
No, they don't. And they'll get frustrated with you if you challenge them.
Well, and they also have class warfare. And that's
of
one of
class
the biggest
tons of
problems
class
that
warfare.
they use. Is
Yep.
that now they've trapped you where you're a debt slave with $400,000 of student loan debt. You really don't have a great life to look forward to. So then
Yep.
they want to use the class warfare. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what they're doing with Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
it's
100%
awful.
right.
We should show this clip of him on 60 Minutes
Okay.
back in 2014, just to remind you how much this guy loves this country.
All right, yeah, let's show it. Clip 17. This is a great clip.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shanghai.
Oh, sorry. Your boy's
oh.
taking us back to China.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
17, yeah.
So the taxpayers essentially loaned you, Tesla, almost $500 million. How much of that do you still owe?
We paid the whole loan back with interest and a prepayment penalty last year.
Did you have to do that? It wasn't due, was it?
No, it was not due for, I think, another 10 years or something.
Why did you pay it off early?
The taxpayers supported Tesla. We ought to repay them as soon as we can. Since we had the ability to do it and the stock markets were good, we thought, let's pay it back with interest. And
Nope. It's all right. It's all right. No, good. But look, like one thing I will say about Elon, and this is somebody, Elon's an immigrant.
Yeah.
He's an immigrant. And he came and he went after the American dream through and through. And he created something that until this year, but that it was something that was like, we're going to innovate and create a better world. Like he's an innovator.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Elon is, the Trump of 2025, because remember when Trump came down the escalator in 2015, everybody loved him. He had The Apprentice. He was he was the man. And then he ran for president. Everybody hated him. Elon was the man, right? Tesla, SpaceX. He's going to go to Mars. He's shooting Teslas into space with
every good loving liberal bought a Tesla if they had the money.
Everybody loved him. And now here he is. He's like, I want to make the country a better place. I want to help find the waste. I want to, make it better for all Americans. It's like, piece of shit. I hate you. I'm going to your car on fire. What do you mean? Like it was out of nowhere. Like it really was. Like he just loves this country. He's like, I want to give back to the country. I want to help the country move in a better direction. And it's like, now we're gonna blow up your shit.
Oh, celebrating.
What?
The former vice presidential candidate was celebrating his stock prices going down.
Right on the stage.
Celebrating.
I got this little stocks app and I put Tesla on it, and every time it goes down, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, it's going down. Like, what a loser, man. Like he's just such a loser.
I mean, Carlos, there has to be a great awakening.
People
have to see who loves this country and who want to create a plan to make it better and who just wants chaos and confusion. Yep. And wherever there's chaos and confusion, you know where there is?
Oh, Coach, what is there?
It's the evil one.
It's evil one.
It's satanic. I mean, think about it. You have human sacrifice, right? Yeah. The people are always yelling and screaming about human sacrifice,
100%.
abortion. They're always bullying people. They yell, you're driving a Tesla. You bought this car because you think you're doing something good for the environment. Nazi! Nazi! Oh my gosh, you're a Nazi! I mean, they try to spread fear. You're going to lose all your money. The country's going broke. Trump is going to ruin everything. You're all going to jail. It's so horrible. They lie to you in the media. Oh, the Hunter Biden laptop. No, that's a fake. That's a fake.
Right.
Oh, but Trump, Russian collusion.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not how you win people over.
Right.
You have to start standing up for something and stop being against everything that Donald Trump does. So
yeah.
I saw this video of this liberal lady, and I thought it was really funny.
Oh, gosh.
I was like, this is what the poor liberals are going through right now. So let's play this video.
All right, clip 26. Let's take a look at the libs today.
We were lied to! I just got back from the store. The price of eggs down. They said it would go up. They said Trump couldn't fix it. Bananas. Price donuts, bakery, everything.
Oh my God.
Everything is lower. Even my favorite snacks lower. Then I go to the gas station and lower. It can cost me less to fill my tank. And then I come home and I turn on the TV. I turn on the MSN BC. I'm so hot and angry. I turn it on.
She's ripping off her clothes.
It's like watching an Olivia tantrum, an old school. Remember, she'd kick off her shoes.
They lied to us. They told us Trump couldn't fix anything. They told us that tariffs wouldn't work to scare. They told us that tariffs wouldn't scare anybody. All I've got to say is this. 34 felonies. Project 2025. Grapist. Cheeto.
You know what
Jesus
I love?
Christ.
It's the yoga shirt. Because they're all like into the Zen. Oh, we're Zen, we're yoga.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I was watching those protests with the hands-off rally, I'm thinking, how many of those people go to church? How many of those people are praying? Honestly,
yeah, you did. You said that right away.
I think there is a huge problem in this country.
Get past the pic, no.
Well, I mean, honestly, a lot of them have that thing in their nose.
They do. The bullhorn, that's the most unattractive thing ever. As a man, as a straight white man, I know bad straight white Christian male, bad American man,
getting any
bad.
fans being a
I
straight
know,
white
being
male.
a straight white Christian male. Yeah, that's the most unattractive thing I've ever seen is the bullhorn just right in the nose, just fucking awful. I don't get it. I don't know why people would walk around like that.
I always wonder about the boogers. Do the boogers get stuck in that thing?
Yeah, you think it like hangs down? Like
I have to think that the boogers like sometimes drip out and like maybe it goes around the ring and then it gets like a little crusty.
oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, I don't know. I can't even imagine. I think it's just the nastiest thing ever. I just see it. It's just like instantly. I'm like, I can never talk to you. Like I just can't.
A lot of those
terrible
women
look. It's
have
bad look.
Terrible mental problems.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, I would agree.
Like I say, liberalism is a mental disorder, and I think they're showing it because,
Yeah.
like it's like you talk to them, you go to these. All right, what is it that you're upset about? And it's just what she says.
It's like talking to like a 3-year-old. Oh, what's wrong? What happened? Why are you upset? You know, what's the matter?
I love when they're like, Trump is taking away our Social Security. Oh, really? You got your Social Security taken away? Well, no, not yet, but they told me he's going to take away my Social Security. No, they're just going for the corruption and
Right.
the waste in Social Security. He's not taking yours.
He was taking
Oh,
the
no.
illegal
No.
immigrants' Social Security away.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my gosh, and all the illegals on the voter rolls.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that was exposed too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like they said, like over 2 million illegals voted that they got fake social. Well, they got Social Security numbers.
Right.
They're getting Medicaid. They're getting Social Security benefits.
Mhm.
Over 2 million last year alone.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Like
trying,
it's absurd.
It's really disgusting what's going on. The only thing, though, I have to say that I am concerned about with China getting backed into a corner with this whole tariff thing
Mm-hmm.
is them trying to start a war out of desperation.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am a little bit concerned about it. And
Mhm.
also our favorite little dictator, Vladimir Zelensky. You know,
Yes.
we haven't said his
we
name
haven't
in a while.
talked about him in a while. I
Yeah.
forgot he was even on like a thing.
Well, he tweeted a video and I think we should show it. It's very interesting.
You know, I actually saw this video a long time ago. You'll see it. I think it's like a remake of this video. I think he's actually acting out. Let's show it. You'll see what I'm talking about. I swear I've seen this before. But I'm sorry. Clip 5. Like this is so familiar.
Boom 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 boom. 然后我的 commander boom.
Where have I seen this?
哇
I could
然后就啊
like where have I seen that before?
呀啊然后他就就跟那个
Darth Vader.
Oh, that's where I've seen it before. That's what it is. It's a remake.
Where he's trying to explain.
And he's telling the story.
Master Luke and Jiminy Chudu.
You can cut it there. That's where I've seen it before. It was telling the story.
It really is so weird, though, how there's Chinese soldiers fighting in Ukraine.
It's completely weird.
I find that really
It's completely
bizarre.
weird. And remember, it wasn't too long ago when we saw the videos of the North Koreans getting ready to go fight for the Russians.
Well, yeah,
Remember?
like we knew about the North Koreans, but I didn't
Mhm.
know that the Chinese were actually doing it.
What do you think? I mean, maybe I don't. I haven't took like too much of a look into this. I mean, do you think it's more like the guy who was going to go shoot Trump? Remember the guy that was going to go kill
Yes.
Trump, and then
Yeah.
he was over there in Ukraine. He was trying to get
Yeah.
people to come over and fight for
Mhm.
Ukraine. Maybe it's like a similar situation like that. Like it's some
Like
like
it's just
crazy
a rogue guy.
a crazy Chinese
He
guy.
did seem a little crazy.
and he's like, I'm going to go, just fight for the Russians.
Or maybe Zelensky's showing that video by telling us, you better be afraid of China. You better give
Mhm.
us money because now we're fighting the Chinese. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
It could be like some kind of gaslighting by Zelensky, too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, maybe you're 100% right. It could totally be like a fake. Like, oh, look, a Chinese guy. They probably
Yeah.
grabbed him off the streets of Beijing or something. They probably put a hood on this guy. He's like, you're going to tell the story now. And he's telling, whoa, and he's doing the thing. And it's a whole facade to get us to go over there.
I don't know, but I
Maybe
have
it's
to
a fake.
say, I know that they said the Chinese military, like they haven't really been spending a ton of money on it. And,
They got
I
a little
just-
soft.
I think like they've been getting over,
Mhm.
and I don't think they expected Trump to win.
Right.
I really don't think anybody expected Trump
Yeah,
to win.
I agree
and
with
these
you.
globalists, they're nervous right now.
I would be too. I would be too. I mean, because they thought that this was over.
Yeah.
They were like, 2020, we got rid of this guy. We're done. We're home free. You're gonna move through this. It's gonna be good times are here again. Globalist agenda. Life is good.
Yeah.
And they thought they were gonna get through. And now here we are. The American people have spoken.
Yeah.
And Trump is kicking their ass up and down. Like, it's like, we're going to kick your ass economically. The best way. We're going to just kick your ass with money.
I mean, honestly, like, I really feel like Trump is winning.
He is. He's winning. He is winning,
like
guys.
he's winning.
He is winning. He is winning. They are exporters. They are going to pay more. Well, China hit us with 84%. 84% of what? Dick,
I know.
we don't give them shit. They are the ones sending us all their stuff. They're the ones having to pay. We'll cut the check for the 84%. It doesn't matter because we don't export anything over there. They're exporting all their stuff to us. Wake up, guys. It's like easy economics. It's right in your face. Come on.
Very scary.
And I don't get how people didn't see that from the start. It's right there in your face.
Well, all I know is that the media is going to keep lying to people. So I hope that our show showed you some stuff, and maybe like you'll think, if you were still one of the last 30% of the people in the country who actually think that the Democrats are the solution, that maybe you might wake up a little bit and say, wait a minute, I don't want my guiding principle to be nothing. I want to pray. I want to go to church. I want to have a good spiritual life.
Right.
I want to believe in a higher power that sets the morals and the rules that we should be following, not this crazy relativism.
Yeah,
right?
you want to go get your blue polo at your ex retreat.
Yeah, and you want to love people. You want to have love. Like, you don't want to just go and spend your whole day hating on people. You want to be able to be for something and love something. So I want you to just sit back and think and be like, what is it that I'm loving with my Democrat Party? Or are they only appealing to the sense of hate that's in my heart?
Yeah.
And you got to think about that. And I really hope that you spend a little time thinking about it. And I also wanted to show this terrorizing video for parents who go shopping with their kids.
Oh,
because I just feel like this is a real video.
This is terrorism right here. This is terrorism.
Now, this
Clip
is
10.
terrorism.
This is terrorism in purest form.
You're done. You're done. Give me the cup. You're done. You're done.
See, that usually accommodates with a smack after also. You get the smack, you get the rip off the cart, the smack, and then it's give me the cart. That's it. That's what comes with that.
Every parent has had a kid who wanted to push the cart and has experienced that. I don't care what parent, everyone, let me push it.
And you just get hit right in the ankles.
That's it. We're done with this experiment.
Yeah.
You know, because life can get crazy. Let's be honest.
Life could get crazy.
It can get
you
crazy.
can get hit in the ankles with the cart when you're a kid. Life is just crazy these days. It's just unbelievable
It really
what we
is.
have to deal
You
with.
can turn around and have dog poop come flying on you when you think that everybody in New York is a lib.
Right, it's true. It's true. New Yorkers are waking up. They're done. I mean, look at Eric Adams, independent Eric Adams now.
Yeah, because he
walked
wants
away.
to say that
Hashtag walk away.
He loves New York.
Yeah.
He loves this country, and he's trying to save it too.
He's
just like we are.
He's got no chance against Cuomo.
I don't know about that.
Cuomo's gonna shit all over that dude in the election.
I hope not.
That's what's
Governor
coming.
Cuomo's the worst.
It doesn't matter. He's gonna mow that dude down. I feel bad for him. I really do.
Well, he's the one who did cashless bail.
Hopefully-
right?
hopefully he
which
gets
got
some-
the crime rate going up.
Yeah.
He's the one who put in the congestion pricing
It's true.
that every New Yorker hates.
Yep.
He's the one who put the people with COVID in the senior homes and killed all the old people. I mean, Cuomo has the worst record of anybody, man. That's why he doesn't even talk to the press. If Cuomo wins New York, I have no respect. Oh gosh, here I am. Let me go back to my love. Let me go back to my love.
The love is gone
New
now.
York, I
The
love
love is
you.
gone.
Love yourself.
The
Don't
love
vote
is gone.
For Cuomo.
Don't vote for Cuomo. You know you're gonna vote for Cuomo, you little shits. You fucking know you are. You know you're going right to the booth and filling in that D bubble and just walking away like, oh, I did my part today with your little sticker. You're just a bunch of idiots, those guys.
gosh.
It's really just unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, it's been so long. We didn't get to talk about Eric Adams when he walked away. And how about the MS-13 that they've been rounding up?
Oh,
in Virginia,
I know.
we weren't around for that either. That was a big news story when they rounded them
That
up.
was a huge news story.
Like
but
Kash Patel getting it done, and then going to the Islander game and watching Ovechkin break the record with Wayne Gretzky.
hanging out with Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, he cleans up MS-13 and then is hanging out. No love for the Italians. Yeah, he's gonna win because he's an Italian. It's just It is what it is.
I wouldn't be bragging about Cuomo being an Italian, I have to be honest with you.
Oh, come on.
Ugh.
He's better than his brother.
Well, how about Curtis Lewa? I think he might be part Italian, and he's going to be running on the Republican side. The Guardian Angel, yeah.
Really? He was on 710, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
I used to listen to him years ago.
I remember,
and
yeah.
it's
He
so
was on
funny because
710.
when I was in New York, I saw him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, of course. I'm like, of course I'm going to see the Guardian Angels.
Right,
I've seen him my
yes.
whole life, walking in the subway since I'm a little girl.
Right.
So Curtis Lewa, chances are, when you have Eric Adams running as an independent, Cuomo running as a Democrat, he might be able to slip in there because it's ranked choice voting. You never know.
Eric.
You never know.
Eric Adams. Maybe he sneaks in. Maybe he holds on. Well, Coach, I mean, another great episode. We, had a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to catch up on. Sorry on X. We tried to go live on X. We had a little bit of trouble there. So hopefully we'll be back. We'll figure that out. Get back live on X with all you guys. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys first time tuning in, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe on Rumble. Make sure you guys are following. You have to follow, guys. Hit that follow button. Make sure you guys go follow us on social media. We're on Instagram. We're on X. We're on Truth Social. We're on TikTok. We're everywhere, man. You guys got to go follow us. Get to our pages. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're sharing. Number one, share it. Send it out to your friends. Send it out to your family. Get it out there, guys. We want to hear from you. Make sure you guys are getting in the chat. Join the show. Send us messages. We want to hear what you guys are thinking, what you guys are interested in. We want to hear from you guys. So, Coach, what else you got? You got anything else you want to throw out there to the
No,
people?
I'm just, I just want everybody to love each other. Go to church. We're
Everybody
entering
love
in the
each
most
other.
holy time of the year.
Huge weekend.
Yes,
We're doing
we
the
have
Passion
Palm
of the Christ.
Sunday. Yeah, and I always start crying hysterically at
Love
church
it.
every year.
It's my favorite mass, I
When
think.
they're like,
you get
crucify him, crucify
Get to
him.
participate. It's awesome.
Oh.
They got to do a better job, though, putting it on at St. Paul's. I thought back in the St. Therese days, they did a good job.
Yeah, St. Teresa and Monsignor Walker used
He
to
brought
bring
it. He was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready for his part as Jesus Christ. He waited all year for that. But at St. Paul's, I don't get the same passion. They really got to bring it out.
Maybe we'll get Father Ray to do it this week.
Father Ray would be quite the Jesus Christ character.
I love Father Ray.
He is. He's the best. He really is great. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys are going to church this weekend. Huge weekend, right? You got
A&P
Palm Sunday.
Catholics, you got
you got Easter week. Holy Week is coming up. So make sure you guys are getting to church. Make sure you guys are praying. Get back on the right track here, all right? America's getting back on the right track. You got to get back on the right track.
That's right.
All right? All right. Let's, guys, appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We'll be back same time, same place, and X next weekend, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central. Oh, and one thing I wanted to throw out there too. We're going to start doing Twitter Spaces regularly. So we're going to try to do it every Saturday morning. We're going to shoot for Saturday morning. I'd say, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
9 a.m. We're going to shoot for Saturday morning. Make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter. It's at Make the Right Play, at X, the Everything app. Make sure you guys are going following us at Right Play Pod. It's at Right Play Pod on X. Make sure you guys follow us. We're going to go live on Spaces every Saturday morning, catch up, have some coffee, hang out, talk to you guys, talk about what's going on, what stuff that's happening midweek. Make sure you guys are going and following us there because you're not going to want to miss that. Those are going to be great. We're going to have fun doing that, hanging out with you guys. So make sure you guys are doing that and make sure you guys are tuning in every week and hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
All right, guys. Hey, same time, same place next week. See you guys soon. Have a great night, everybody. Enjoy your week.